Generally speaking, I take a hard pass when it comes to any stories that pertain to Taylor Swift. I'm not a fan, obviously, but I'm also not a fan of the hype. I don't care about the NFL enough to know who she's dating. I don't care about her music. I do care about her influence, and especially as it pertains to anything that's going to affect me in my life and you in your life. And apparently that is actually happening right now. Of course, shortly after the debate on Tuesday, she endorsed Kamala Harris. Big shocker there. But then she also told people to go to vote.org and to register to vote and vote early and learn about all that stuff. And apparently it worked. Apparently, a lot of people went there. According to an article over at thenationalpost.com, Taylor Swift's Instagram endorsement pushed 338,000 visitors to vote.gov site. I said vote.org. It was actually vote.gov. Taylor Swift's Instagram endorsement of Vice President Kamala Harris following the debate on Tuesday night resulted in over 337,826 visitors to vote.gov, according to a spokesman for the U.S. General Services Administration. Swift told her followers to visit vote.gov for registration and early voting information. She said that she'll be casting her vote, yada, yada, yada. Again, I don't really care about her endorsement. I don't care about any of that stuff, but to some extent, I need to throw this out as a warning. We cannot dismiss the power of certain celebrity endorsements. I would say the majority of endorsements are absolutely meaningless, but there is a certain subset of people, for the most part, we'll just call them the dumb people that Kamala Harris pointed out. Those are the people under 24 years old, kids that are of adult age, old enough to vote. They are influenceable, extremely so, and they, generally speaking, are lower information voters when it comes to who to vote for, thus their penchant for embracing Democrats. Point being is that this is news. I don't know if it's big news, but it is news, and most importantly, this is a warning. Do not get complacent. As I always say, you have to pretend. I don't care what the polls say. I don't care what anything else says. You have to pretend, at least, as if Trump and any Republicans that you support, pretend like they're behind by 20 points. And that you and me, we are responsible for making sure that we make up that gap. Because if you think Trump's going to win, if you think that your Republican candidate's going to win, or your Libertarian candidate, or your independent candidate's going to win their state or local elections, or their congressional seat, or whatever, don't think that. Think that we're going to lose big. And the only way that we can stop that is if we get the word out constantly, regularly. The only thing I would say that is obviously more important than from a action perspective, than taking care of your family and, of course, worshiping God, would be to make sure that we keep the pressure on as much as possible between now and Election Day, and probably even after Election Day, depending upon how things go. We don't have it in the bag. We're playing from behind, so fight like hell, and let's bring it home.
Mike Lindell here, and like you, I see our country being destroyed daily. We face massive economic issues, and I can tell you from firsthand experience, there are people in power who threaten the values that have made our country great. Well, I've been a believer in gold and silver for a long time, and I've searched for years for a partner that shares my values. Well, Genesis Gold Group showed me how easy it is to protect your IRA, 401k, or your retirement with gold and silver. Their faith-driven approach to service and stewardship is one that stands out from the rest.
To get your free definitive gold guide and get started learning more about investing in gold and protecting your retirement from uncertain times, visit treasureandtrust.com now. Fill out the basic contact form and a member of the team will be in touch. Again, that's treasureandtrust.com or call 855-625-7760.